Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the Home Weather Office on this Tuesday morning. It's the 24th day of December, 2024, and this is the morning briefing coming to you from the Home Weather Office. And as I look out the window from the Home Weather Office, it's raining. Nice little cold front going through the area this morning. I'll talk about what is in store for the rest of today, as well as Christmas Day, and look ahead to our next chance of rain. And it does look as though toward the end of the week, we are going to see a pretty good rain come through our area. So I'll show you detail on that coming up in just a little bit. But first, I do want to just take a minute here on Christmas Eve to thank all of you for being here. Many of you are here just about every day, and I appreciate that. And this little channel has grown quite a bit over the last year. So again, I appreciate that. And just one thing to keep in mind, that here on the 24th day of December, Christmas Eve, a lot of people are, panic shopping and that sort of thing. Keep in mind that a great little gift this year might be a subscription to this channel. It's free. I'm sure all your family members would love it. Let's see what's happening first thing this morning. We do have this little cold front going through. Now, I saw a Mezzo discussion this morning about this, and they were calling it a quick moving AR. To me, it's a cold front. I guess, in meteorological circles, there are certain definitions of what is an AR and what isn't. To me, this just doesn't do it. I mean, a fast-moving AR to me is contradictory. To me, an AR is something that's more prolonged. This is just, to me, it's a cold front. And the reason I'm going to call this a cold front is because there's colder air behind it. And with that, we're going to see the snow levels drop. This morning, when I checked the OBS first thing this morning, temperatures were in the 40s in the Sierra, mid-40s in places like Tahoe and Truckee, and very windy there as well. But as I'll show you in a second here, we're going to see the snow levels drop. And so while the leading edge of this has been providing rain and gusty winds to the Sierra, the back edge of it is going to bring in colder air, and the snow levels will be dropping, and we will be seeing chain controls and all that sort of thing. So let's get into that with the HRRR. We're just going to start with the finest model that goes the shortest term, which is the HRRR, and eventually make our way out to the GFS, which will take us all the way through next week. But we'll start with the short term, and this is this morning. And as you can see, the model is showing that the rain snow is just beginning to change over, and you can see how here by 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, we're starting to see the snow level drop a little bit more, and even more here. This is around middle part of the day. Still raining in the valley, certainly raining in the foothills, but the valley is going to see nice drying as we get into the afternoon. This is around 1 o'clock. The valley then dries out. It rains in the foothills from Tuolumne County all the way into parts of Plumas County, and snow in the Sierra. There'll be chain controls up. We're going to get a quick 6 to 8 inches of snow. Snow showers linger. This is 4 p.m. So it's going to be one of those classic days. Well, it'll seem like, the storm must be over in the valley because it hasn't rained for a few hours. There will continue to be snow showers in the Sierra, and there'll likely be chain controls in the Sierra until after dark tonight. So yeah, don't be fooled by that. As we get into tonight, everything dries up, and then on Christmas Day, this is Christmas morning, everything is dry. It doesn't look as though there'll be much fog. I just checked this model. It looks as though the best chance of fog is going to be maybe a little bit of fog in the San Joaquin Valley. It doesn't look as though we'll see much around the Sacramento area or to the north. As we go through the day on Wednesday, we stay dry. There'll be some clouds because of a passing weather system here. But all in all, Christmas Day should be a pretty nice day. And then first thing on Thursday morning, I'll go on to the end of this model, some showers pass through. Let me just go to the cloud cover. Come on. Come on. All right, you did that. Now come on, go to the cloud cover. It doesn't want to go. Oh, now it goes to the cloud cover. I'd almost given up on it. All right, so back up to Wednesday morning. I just wanted to back up here and show you the at least what this model is showing, that there may be a little bit of fog trying to develop, but it just doesn't look like very much, which is great news. So that if you do have to travel on Christmas morning, this is Christmas morning. The valley is clear. There still might be some patches of fog, but it doesn't look as though one of those big wide areas. So this is it here, kind of banked up against the eastern part of the foothills and maybe all the way down toward Bakersfield. But other than that, those are just high clouds that come through during the day. All right, so now let's go out to the NAM. So we're back up once again to the NAM, and that's showing this system going through today with everything breaking out tonight. Then we get into Thursday. Thursday, it looks as though there's going to be a few showers going through as well as some snow. This is first thing Thursday morning around 4 a.m. Let's go to 7 a.m. It doesn't look like much rain on Thursday, but once again, a few inches of snow, so that on Thursday, we'll be back into chain controls in the Sierra. Inches of snow, but still some snow. And that lasts throughout the day. The snow level probably in the range of 6,000 feet. So if you're planning on going skiing or whatever it may be on Thursday, if you have the day off, you still will encounter some falling snow in the Sierra. And that is the leading edge of what really is an AR coming in Thursday night and Friday. This is Thursday night around 10 p.m. Now, this is going to be interesting because it's the opposite of what we're seeing now. This actually is going to get warmer. So what we're going to see here on Thursday night is snow in the Sierra, with again the snow level ballparked around 6,000 feet. Rain in the valley. A tightening gradient will make it somewhat breezy on Thursday night and Friday morning. This is Friday morning at 4 a.m. Let's go to 7 a.m. This is Friday morning. Now we're going to see probably many valley locations upwards of an inch of rain, double that in the foothills. The snow will be pretty good on Friday morning, but as we head through the day, it gets warmer, and you can see here by the time we get to the afternoon, just watch how this blue disappears. So this is on Thursday, I should say Friday morning. This is Friday afternoon. It changes over to all rain. So this is warm air advection. The freezing levels, I was just checking, go from something like 6,000 or 6,500 feet up to around 9,000 to 10,000 feet. So yeah, Friday for skiing, it's just going to be one of those days, if this is true, that we may see it just kind of gets sloppy up there. Ugh. But it does look as though Friday for the valley is going to be a wet day. This is Friday around midday. As you can see, it's going to be breezy. It's going to be wet. Friday just probably not the greatest day, if you will. But I do think that the rain amounts that we're going to see in the valley are going to be manageable. So even though we may see an inch of rain on Friday, and again, double that in the foothills, I think it'll all be manageable by our area streams and creeks and certainly our rivers and that sort of thing. And then that tapers off as we head into the evening. All right, now let's go to the GFS. So the GFS picking it up on that Thursday night, Friday system. And by the time I get into Friday night, this model diminishes it. And then the systems are very weak and going by to the north. This is Saturday around midday. There's some rain to the north, and notice that even in areas around Shasta, it is rain, meaning that this is still quite warm. This is Saturday, like I said, around midday. This is rain in the Sierra on 80 and 50, and that continues. So yeah, it gets warmer. That means the valley, if we break out in any sunshine, will make it back into the 60s, but it's going to be cloudy with occasional rain. This is Sunday morning. A little front goes through, so we go from warm air, and then this right here represents a cold front. So watch as the rain changes to snow. This is Sunday morning, and then this is Sunday midday. So that rain changes back to snow. So it's Sunday, we may get back into chain controls with some modest amounts of rain in the valley. And then after that, the pattern changes once again, and it does look as though we will be dry for New Year's week. There may be some passing weather systems going by, but this is, let me go back to, so this is New Year's Eve, fine. This is New Year's Day, fine. And then this is getting into the end of next week. This is all the way to Friday. Passing system doesn't do much for us. And then this is Saturday, some north breeze, and this is Sunday. So right now, New Year's week looks relatively dry. But if I back it all the way up to what we're going to see on Friday, right here, yeah, Friday looks like the real deal with, and this would be an AR sort of thing because we'll have a nice little low up in here. It's warm air advection, snow changing over to rain in the Sierra. So we do have some very changeable weather ahead over the next couple of days, but we'll be dry on Christmas Day. But once again, just kind of keep in mind that for travel in the Sierra, we are going to see quite variable conditions. Even during the day Thursday, there'll be some light snow, maybe some chain controls. Then Friday, we get that change with that warm air advection, eventually cold air advection to drop the snow levels once again. So fluctuating snow levels in the Sierra. So if you're going to be traveling, you got to pay attention to what's going on in the mountains, as well as traveling north on I-5. South on I-5 over the Grapevine, doesn't look as though any of this is going to be impacting Southern California at all. So I don't see any impact for the Grapevine. All right, so that's everything I've got for you on this Tuesday morning. Again, it is Christmas Eve, and I'll tell you what, I talked to the bosses, and the office is going to be closed. I held firm. We're going to close the office tomorrow, but then open it again for Thursday for Boxing Day, for those of you that celebrate a Boxing Day. So from everyone here at the Home Weather Office, from the CEO all the way down to lowly me, we all wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Have a great day. I'll talk with you later.